So, Suki, you've put together a company, a law firm called Bridging Legal Solutions, correct?
Yes.
And Bridging Legal Solution is a company that helps corporate and startups and small to medium sized companies, in my interpretation, my humble interpretation, for the law system, for the legal system, not to look so scary for the people on the outside. So you help them walk through the legal process without feeling they're going to faint or something. So, so,
Exactly.
why did you care so much about that?
Well, I guess I'll just tell you with how my journey started. Because I'm also involved with the Canadian Bar Association Legal Future Subcommittee, I'm now their chair. During COVID, there was a lot of conversation because all of a sudden our legal industry was sort of somewhat shut down. Like so many other industries out there, including localization as well and things, where people were now all of a sudden forced to remotely communicate and work. And that was really foreign for our legal industry. We hadn't had much innovation in over 30 years, especially in Canada. And now all of a sudden it's like, okay, you've got Legal Zoom, you've got all these Law Depot and all these other different tech companies coming into our space and saying, hey, there's an opportunity here, but not quite understanding to the depth. I think they should have understood what we do and how we do and educate the public in a correct way. The dialogue started to become more like, oh, all lawyers do is push templates, charge a lot of money, and AI is going to replace them. And so that really rubbed me the wrong way because it was like, hey, first of all, I started at the first multidisciplinary practice in Canada in business law and health law to essentially help businesses who have new innovative ideas or who have medical devices or things like that they're doing that's outside of the box and not necessarily easy to kind of figure out the compliances. There were regulatory compliances as well. So it was sort of like, okay, so what can we do to kind of help facilitate that? Because when you're starting a business, not only are you concerned about the legal consequences, but also tax implications. So, how do we help people service them in a way that, there's a team that's working together that's collaborative to serve them? So, the multidiscipline practice idea came up where we provide not only legal advice, HR services, but also accounting services to help businesses to navigate those complexities together. And so when I was kind of in that space, I thought, well, that's really negative messaging that's going out to clients. And when I deal with my clients and I explain a contract to them and say, for example, if they were doing, and which I did, I started out with a shareholders agreement and when I explained what the platform's all about, but that's a really complex agreement. It involves succession planning, tax implications, legal liability. There's so much involved and complexities involved in that. And clients would always say, "Okay, well, Suki, you did the contract. That's all I need to know." I was like, "No, no, no. You need to understand what the terms and the clauses mean because it's going to affect your everyday decision making and where you want to take your business at the next level." Especially those who are like trying to exit after they've started their startup, like how the growth is going to happen. So those documents and understanding them and being educated about them are important. And so that's where I felt there was a gap. And so I thought, okay, how do I fill this gap? How do I help with access to justice?